Good morning, everyone. I hope you're staying safe and warm inside today. We're certainly getting a lot of opportunities to rest up over the last couple weeks, which is excellent. This weekend, we have a very important Lansing showcase to be able to talk to potential families about our program and really highlight what we do here and try to encourage as many families to join our Averill family as possible for next year. This is a video sharing that I'm trying for the first time. I have a 10-minute limit, so this is take 3. So let's get moving forward. So talking very briefly about the Lansing Pathway Promise, when we presented to the community about the bond, this was the initial key talking points about what the district's vision was and how to kind of transform all of our schools into 3 different pathway options. And over here in Sexton, we are Averill, obviously, Averill New Tech, so this is even adjusted since this was printed initially. We are part of Sexton, and it was STEM, STEAM, skilled trades, manufacturing, comprehensive. But the district quickly realized at the top was only high school. And so really community high school was the end all be all. And so the district really wanted to create a better pathway that highlights the careers as the endpoint, because really high school is not the end. So they looked at the 16 national career clusters. And if you want, you can pause the video at this time, what the nation is asking for, and even narrowing it down to what our state is needing. So the arts, communication, business, engineering, health, human services, natural resources, and agri-science. And so from there, they pulled out the major high wage, high demand careers in our area are really the insurance, healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and information technology. And so they wanted to adapt what they originally had presented. And so they added the career pathways at the top of each and every single of the 3 pathways. And so highlighting what they were doing in high school, the career pathway that we are in is engineering and advanced manufacturing, insurance, and finance. So kind of a variety, but very easily connected to each other. So pulling from there, they even talk about specific careers. And again, I apologize, I'm going very fast due to the time limit of the recording. But these are the examples of different types of careers in our area that are on high demand and pay very well. Some of them need a bachelor's degree, some need a master's, some need an associate's, and some have a special program that they could do within different companies that don't necessarily need a degree. It's more of a certification. And so with that adaptation, the Pathway Promise has adapted a little bit by including the career pathways. And you can see that we have the high schools. Underneath that, we have our middle years program and then our elementary early years program. And so we wanted to provide, as a district, a very clear vision for parents to be able to decide, well, what are our students' interests? Maybe they should go on this route, or, they're more in health and human services, so I think they should probably go to Eastern. And so we are in the Gray Downs area right here, it's Averill, because this is the awareness level. So our job and responsibility at Averill and in this gray zone for all these buildings is to really have experiences in our curriculum and at our building to provide students an idea of what they might like to go into. So when they get to middle school, they can pick the school that's actually going in the direction that they feel interested in at that time. They can still switch from year to year, or if their interest has changed, but each of these pathways are going to have unique experiences only for that pathway to highlight their careers that they're going into. And so it's very important, if you're interested in information technology as a student, that you need to go to Everett, because those opportunities, those companies are going to go to Everett. They're not going to go to Sexton or Eastern. And health and human services is going to be connected to Eastern and not the other two. So if you really want to go into those, you need to be able to go into that pathway. So this is just the information that's at the top up here. If you want, go ahead and pause that and read it. Students are still able to get the scholarship to pursue college and career training opportunities. So one of the big things is they combined the Hope and the Promise scholarship. Students, instead of applying to both, they can apply to one, and the district kind of sees and determines what one they fit best under. But it does provide funding for them to go to local colleges or programs for career training. So in order for us to get that awareness level of different career options for our area in Michigan, the district invested funds into career awareness opportunities for our level of career cruising. And so the K3, we're at the awareness level, grades 4-8, career exploration, 9-12, empowering career experiences. And so it's an elevation at each level. So Career Cruising is a program, and we are part of the Spark program. And so looking into that more, K-12 or K2 is game-based. This is the little station they'll go into. There's 6 different career pathways that they'll explore. These are those. They get to interact. It's game-based as questions. They actually get to do an inventory about likes and dislikes and gives them a list of, I believe, the top 40 careers that they may like to investigate on here. Spark is for grades 3-5. Spark is 3-5 game base. There's 7 units for 3rd grade. So in K2, the requirement is 3 hours a year. And 3rd grade to 5th grade, it's 4.5 hours within a year. And so the expectation for April is that we have our hours completed by spring break. That is something that the district will be tracking. Danielle will be a great point person, and there's a district representative available to come in and help get you started for the first time on February 19th, 20th, 22nd, or the 28th. So if you're interested in the extra support on any of those days, please email Danielle and she'll reach out to that contact and get you set up. Danielle has a folder here at school waiting for you with all of your log information and your student information. So that's waiting for you here. And we were going to go through some demo accounts, but unfortunately, due to all this crazy weather, we'll be able to try to squeeze that in at a different time. But this is kind of what it looks like. So logging in, they'll actually get to kind of play around. It's very game-based, so students are pretty intuitive about what it is. Students throughout this process, not just starting in ours, but in the upper grades, will actually create an EDP, an educational development plan, which is a new requirement within the state. So this is helping us complete that. I will email out this PowerPoint so you can watch this video if you're interested. It kind of goes through, this is an example of the potential career occupations. So out of all the schools that participated, these are the highest ranking student interest ones for all schools. This was for this is information about our employment gap. So we have in the healthcare, only 26,000 people went into this career for these years, and the demand is 187,000. So we are lacking 161,000 jobs in this career. We're lacking here. And so that's why it's very important that our students move into that direction. We have completion standards, which we talked about, the hours. Genius is in the idea. Impact comes from action. So I know this was short. I appreciate you watching this video. I'll email more information. Have a wonderful day and enjoy it.